I don't have monetization on my videos right now. I'm doing this for funsies and usies. I'm no YouTube superstar. That's not me. I'm just a goober out in the middle of the field trying to get some corn sprayed. Hey gang, this is the project for today. Here's my problem. You see my corn? Yeah, me neither. So I got to get big boy here ready. Okay, folks, here's the deal. I've got mare's tail in my corn. Bad. Yep, Android Auto strikes again and stole my sound. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Okay, first rule of business. If it don't turn over, it don't start. So let's go with that. Got our genuine hard bar freight gauges. We need our brand new Sparky device. All right, let's see if it'll start up. To have the creature comforts. Air conditioning. We're a little low on hydraulic oil. I got a bucket I'll get in a minute. Right now we're going to check our spray. Make sure our boom's working completely like it's supposed to. Okay, right off the bat, I see a problem. Got one not spraying there. One of them having all kinds of issues right there. Looks like that nozzle's busted. That one's not spraying. Plugged up right here. One plugged up right there. Another one plugged up right here. Another one plugged up there. And one plugged up down there. Alright, we got some work to do. Well, I'm going to get these unplugged and I'll bring you back. Alright, I changed out a bunch of vacuum breakers. And we'll see if this fixed our problem. Remember that one right there was a problem. So we'll see if it's still a problem. Well, we fixed this one. Now this one's a little drippy. We'll come back to that one in a minute. Let's check the rest of these that were broke or not properly functioning. Okay, this one we're still having a little bit of trouble out of. Maybe the nozzle itself. Actually, no, we didn't even work on that one. We'll come back to that one. I missed that one on the last one. Okay, that one's working now. I put this piece right there. Now that one's working now, because again I set the old piece on top of it. That one's dribbling. And I think I need the more RPMs. Hang on a sec, I'll be right back. Yeah, that's what it was. I didn't have enough RPM to pressure the whole boom. But everything so far, except for this one right here, not working quite right. See if we can back flush it there. See that fan? It should be like that. It's not exactly right. It tells me that thing's probably plugged up. Got to back flush it again. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, not great. I'll go see if I got another tip for that one. Walk through the jungle here. Yeah, we got a good fan on everything. This side is all good. Middle boom is all good. Left boom is mostly good. Still got to change this cracked body. Let's see if I got another tip and another T-body, and if I got that, we'll be in business. I'll be back. Woo, y'all, it's hot. It's only 84 degrees, but I think it's 150% humidity. I'm gonna go down here and borrow more parts off one of my old sprayers. Oh, sorry about that. I'm having some technical difficulties. We'll try to put you over here. How about that? Is that better? Anyway. Woo! Technical difficulties. Boy, I needed air conditioning. So I'll go down here and borrow parts off my old sprayer. Man, I got one of these suction cup deals. They don't work worth a crap. I need a T that I can use. So I'll go down here and borrow off of this one. People say, hey Whit, why do you keep all that old junk around? Because you never know when you're going to need old junk. Whoo, gang, I'll tell you what. I lost you there because it was too hot and it shut my phone down. But, like I was saying, come up here and steal parts off of that. This part right here. That's the thing. People say, why do you keep that old junk around? Why don't you scrap it? Because my local co-op, which is about as good as a Tractor Supply anymore, that they don't carry spray nozzles for sprayers. So that right there saved my bacon today. And honestly, I wouldn't mind eventually fixing that thing back up. There wasn't really anything wrong with it when I parked it. It's just I bought a bigger sprayer, and I stole a tire here and tire there and nozzle here, nozzle there, and then therefore I didn't have everything I needed. But I still might fix it someday. But for right now, Not a priority. All right, let's go back over here. See what I told you about my weeds in my corn? A few of them. And I guess I'm gonna have to leave this phone in the truck and let it get cold or I can't video anymore. Cause it ain't happy. All right, I'll be back in a minute. Oh, the moment of truth. All right, fan, 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 fan. Not pissing everywhere. Fan. Front fan. Fan, 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 fan. Fan, 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 fan. Here fan, there fan, everywhere fan, fan. Old McDonald had a fan, E-I-E-I-O. Alright. Woo, we got them all working. Now all we got to do is check the work. Now all we got to do is check the weather forecast and see if I got a good 4-hour window to spray. We'll do that and come back. All right, gang. The weather said thunderstorms, so I had to pull off the spraying thing because I wasn't going to have enough possible contact time. So we'll move on to the next project. And our next project, ooh, I zoomed in on you, didn't I? Okay, this is going to be our next project. That hub right there. Okay, y'all. It is that time. I'm going to try to get some spraying done. Got no chances of rain. So we're going to fire this sprayer up. Got our chemical up there already. Let's see what happens. Okay, I had to start the sprayer up. I opened up the mixing valve. That way all this stuff will sit there and churn as I put it in. That way everything's evenly mixed and doesn't, you know, do some weird stuff. All right, here we go. Let's start loading her up. Conditioner. We'll let that set up, get spun up in there a little bit, and then we'll start adding chemicals. I always like to try to let each thing agitate for a little bit before I go to the next thing. while we're waiting on that to fill up, or top off I should say, get our electronics here ready to go. Rate call. Let's see. Oh, that's valve. Let me put my eyeballs on there. Okay, rate call. And we're going to hit enter. We want 20 gallons per acre. Enter. Rate call number 2. Enter. We want 20 gallons per acre. Enter. Alright, now our rate is set 20 gallons. So now we'll know where we're at. Unfortunately, I didn't have as much fuel in that tank as I thought I did. I think I got enough to spray this tank, then I can run to town and grab some more fuel. Alright, next thing I need to do is our little goofy monitor. We'll set this thing up. That way we know where we're going. Or I should say where we've been. But at any rate, you get the idea. Alright, well, while that's loading, I'll be back. Now we got to unfold the rest of the boom. Now we get the sprayer and see if our GPS is finally connected. That is an 80-foot boom. Whew, this air conditioner feels mighty good. I'm glad I went ahead and did that. I'm gonna kick this on. Make sure we got chemical coming out. Yeah, I know I'm not moving. It beeps at you whenever you're not moving. I'm gonna go check that one spray nozzle. I'll be right back. Alright, we're good to go. Oh yeah, I gotta start a new job. Yes. Loading. Power on. Whew, alright. Here we go, folks. Let's do this. Okay. Not gonna lie, this part always makes me nervous. But gotta be done. There we go. What do we got going on here? Why is our calibration not working? Well, that's not good. As usual, nothing ever wants to work just right. Well, that's more than annoying. For some reason, we're not. Hang on, I got a sensor messed up. Okay, gang, electronics failed me. Sorry about the noise, because you're going to have to just hear it if you want to listen. Or watch the video, I should say. But, at any rate, so I had to calculate, because my speed sensor's not working, I'm going to have to calculate and go roughly 4.5 miles per hour to get my 20 gallons per acre. I really don't like doing it this way, but I don't have much choice. So here we go. a theater. It's called the Corn Show. Well, y'all, I was supposed to be 20 gallons per acre, and that buzzer's still driving me insane. Let's see, we're approaching 26 acres, and I've got enough spray to do 8 acres. So yeah, we're off by a little bit, but that's just part of it. I can't afford not to spray this today. You know, it's just part of it. In a perfect world, everything would be perfect, right? But as much weed pressure as I've got in here, if I don't get at least the grass taken care of, I'm not going to have a crop. So I'm going to be fighting the mare's tail. I may have to hook up the cultivator and manually try to cultivate the dadgum mare's tail out of here. I don't like cultivators. I've never really used one, to be honest with you. But man, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right? Like I said, it is what it is. We'll just keep on going. At least we'll for sure take out the grass pressure. And if anything, we may knock the mare's tail back a little bit. I don't know. Or hey, I may get surprised and, you know, the divine intervention go and make all the mare's tail die from some weird parasitic bug that gets in and eats it from the inside out. I don't know, who knows. I'm just making stuff up now just to keep myself entertained. Oh, this buzzer, y'all. But I'm gonna go back to forward view. Alright, now we're back on the forward view. You can see all the weed pressure I've got. So, like I said, it's gotta be done. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, gang. Walk over here away from this. Woo! Well, I had to take off and go to work, haul a load of feed. So I'm back filling up the sprayer. Man, I wish I had a 2-inch water line. That'd be really nice. Well, I got a little sun today. But anyway, magically when I was done right at the end of the other tank, yeah, the electronics magically came back on and everything worked. So at least this tank will be more accurate. But anyway, that's what we're doing. So I got this puppy licked. I'm gonna go put some stuff up. Show you something. Look at them cows sitting over there eating like they ain't got nothing better to do. They sure do like that hay. But y'all, it's hot. I mean, it's hot. So hopefully the hot will help kill the weeds. We'll be back in a few. It's the next day. I had to come back because I got called into work yesterday, which totally screwed up my whole schedule, even though I wasn't supposed to work. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Now we're back to get this big turd loaded up. But I will say, you can see it's having an effect. See how it's starting to limp over like a noodle? That's what we like to see. All right, let's get this party started. that is right. Now you know why I'm not a rock star.
is wrong with you now?
Yeah, as I'm cranking it over here, you can hear that ch-ch-chuck, ch-ch-chuck. That's that engine where that one dead cylinder's at, and that's where my injector problem is. Alright, gang. Back again. It's been a challenging year. I'm in the sprayer, and I was fixing to do my last little bit in 20 acres here the other day after I got all the chemical and everything mixed up. This thing made a heck of a racket, blew a big old gray smoke cloud and started hammering. It's been the year for injectors, apparently. My Caterpillar got injector issues. My Cummins diesel, injector issues. Now my John Deere powered Wilmar sprayer got an injector that's kind of stick on us. I dumped a bunch of lubricant in it and some hot shot fuel injector cleaner, and I've let her sit here and idle a couple of days for like 20-30 minutes at a time. It seems to have helped. The chatter's not there now. I can still hear a slight little bit. So hopefully, as soon as my GPS connects, we can go out here and get this thing started. I'm hoping get this field finished up. Hopefully these injectors will be nice to me. See if I can move this thing a little bit. Try to connect to the GPS. Stupid satellite. It's wanting to be squirrely. And I need to find where I need to go in at. Right there. Come on, GPS. Technology makes everything better for you. I wish I had my phone markers working, honestly. I went to GPS because everybody said it's the best thing to do. And to be honest, yeah, it works, and it's kind of cool. You can go back and look at all the crap you've done and where you've been and blah, 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 blah. But, man, been several times if I had my phone markers working, I could be in business right now. Because sometimes this thing will connect quick, and then other times, not so much. Like right now, when the sun's going down, I need to get this 20 acres sprayed. And, yeah. And it's lollygagging around and not connected. So I don't know where I can spray or where I need to spray. At least the engine's not going. That's a plus. Like I said, I don't want much. I just want to get this field sprayed. We can worry about the engine later. I'm going to put injectors in it, obviously. I just need to get this field sprayed because I got a lot of mare's tail out there, amongst other weeds, that needs to be sprayed really bad. And I got this big old tank of chemical back here that I'm stirring up again. and I hope that's accurate. They say that the chemical, as long as you agitate it once every 24 hours or so, then it'll be okay. It may lose a little potency, but not totally. So we'll hope that's correct. Come on, GPS. GPS. I really need this thing to pick up a satellite somewhere. Elon Musk, quit screwing around satellites. You're messing me up. Or go ahead and hook up to your system. I don't care. As long as I get this field spray, I'm a happy camper. I've got lights on my sprayer. It's just I don't really much care for using them at night down here on this river bottom, because I got some groundhogs that are I'm pretty sure they were sent back to find Sarah O'Connor, because they will dig a hole that you can bury a dadgum Volkswagen Beetle in. Oh, come on, GPS. So frustrating. I'm sure what I'm about to do is wrong. I'll try moving a little bit. Maybe it'll pick up a satellite somewhere. I don't know. I'm sure somebody's going to be telling me, you're doing it wrong. It doesn't work that way. Every time you move, it's going to take longer. Okay. Cool story, baby. My wife's calling. I gotta go. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Now I can go around my perimeter and set up a perimeter so I know where it's been sprayed and where it hadn't. And my lovely wife is bringing me something to chaw on too. So I got something to eat. Drop. Well, that just happened. The daggum GPS got signal, got a job start set up, and then it shut off. Technology! The greater world. Feel the energy. I don't know. I will be back when this thing connects again. Yep. Still waiting. Is that the satellite? I don't know. Do. I would play music to entertain myself, but YouTube sucks balls and hammers me every freaking time it has any music. Even if it's free music that you can play, I don't get that either. On my editing software, I have tons of free music that I can use that YouTube turns around and flags my videos. I do it sometimes anyway, just for entertainment purposes. You're welcome. I don't have monetization on my videos right now. I'm doing this for funsies and usies. But anyway, yeah, I'm no YouTube superstar. That's not me. I'm just a goober out in the middle of a field trying to get some corn sprayed. Turn you around and you can see the corn. Yay, look at that corn. Well, I guess you probably can't see it very well because of the sun. Hey, what are you Okay. Hold again. Alright, while I'm sitting here killing time, I've got a serious question for y'all. You can leave it in the comments. So, I'm sure y'all, most of you, know who John Cena is. Is there anybody else on this planet that thinks it's really weird that our hero as a child, Ernest P. Worrell, was reincarnated as a wrestler, and now that he's getting older is in turn regressing back to Ernest P. Worrell? Anybody else? No? Yep. Heard a joke today. Why do us scientists not trust atoms? You have the answer? I'll give you a second. Got the answer yet? Oh, hang on a sec. My GPS just showed up. Alright, put your best guess in the comments. I'm going to start just sliding this thing around the field so we get our setup going here. Be interesting to see what y'all come up with. Alright, I'm going to make my line here. We'll be back in a minute. Alright, here we go, folks. We got spray coming out, and away we go. That's way too fast. Target, 20 gallons per acre. Move up a little bit. I'm not a fan of spraying 20 gallons per acre, but it's what the chemical required. At least that's what my chemical guy told me. I'd rather do 10 gallons an acre. Run a little bit more ground speed. But we're into making sure we kill weeds, so it is what it is. We'll be back in a minute. Y'all, some of this corn looks really good. Some of it, not so much. You can tell where the weed and grass pressure is real bad. And I don't know if you can hear my injector starting to get rattly again. But it's funny how you can literally see a line. Good corn, crap corn. We'll be back. Yep, we are spraying. It's good to have some good weed control. Just kind of curious, in the comments, if y'all don't mind, tell me what y'all use for weed control in your corn. Specifically, my biggest problem is a plant called mare's tail. What do y'all got? What's your best chemical treatment for it? I do no-till because I'm down here on this river bottom and I can't afford to till it and cultivate it because you know, I'll lose my topsoil when the river gets out. It doesn't do it real often, but when it does, it does. Man, my injector is getting louder. I don't know if y'all can hear that in the video or not. Alright, I'm gonna pay attention. Looks like I'm gonna start turning some lights on here. Alright, we'll be back. Y'all, I find me a point that I put my boom on, and I just stare at that point until I get around the corner. It gives me a pretty good way to line it up, and then once I get around the corner, I'll just turn around and use my GPS. Works for me. How's about y'all? How do you do it? Or do you even use GPS? Guess that would have made a little bit more sense if you could have seen it. Sorry about that. Tell you what, I'm sweating like crazy in here because I'm glad it's getting cooler. Right now I'm not running the AC because I'm trying to do as much as possible to keep any strain off that engine that I don't have to. That I don't have to have because, man, I sure don't like that lifter chatter. Girl, you can hold it together. Y'all talk to your equipment too. I believe every piece of equipment's got its own personality. This old girl's been pretty good to me. I ain't got me too many fits, so hopefully she'll keep being nice. Alright, I gotta pay attention. We'll be back. Show you real quick my view. The blue is where I've sprayed. The green is where I've not sprayed. And when you see the red line there, that's where I've oversprayed, where I come across a little bit too much. Sure makes it handy. The problem is it makes you realize when you screw up. But I don't want to run over corn just to fix it. Now you know. And in the beginning, it was dark in the cornfield. And Wilmar said, "Let there be light." Still plugging along at this whopping 2 miles per hour. We're getting her done. Look at that sunset up there though. That's pretty. Hey y'all, the struggle is real. I'll tell you what. The alternator decided it didn't want to charge, so I'm having to use the lights just long enough to turn and then rely. I can't see nothing after rely on this GPS, so if I keep a straight line I should be good. Ready for this spray session to be over, that much I can tell you for sure. See that? That's the way it's supposed to be done. No red streak. I think it's kind of cute. Look, Mom, I'm an airplane. Y'all, I'm literally flying blind. I'm having to watch this. So I hope there's nothing out in front of me that shouldn't be there, or it's gonna have a bad day. No big deal. I did a little bit of flying at night with a buddy of mine. It's fun-ish. Alright, I'm gonna go back to paying attention. What we've got here is a failure to illuminate. And that's the way he wants it. Well, he gets it. Nope, I was goofing on him. Goofing around, I got a little off there. Good thing we got a little extra to play with. Swoop, swoop, swoopy-doo-be-doo. I am flying blind with you. That's okay with me. I know what you're thinking. Why are you not worried about it? This part of the field sucks every year. Seriously, so if I run over some corn, I'm out $6. Probably. I don't know. It is very disorienting though, that much I can tell you. Oh, see my big swoop? Looky there, folks. We're coming up to, whoa, I took it too far, to the last little bit, and we will do a big swoop this way to catch that little tail that I left over there. Because I'm a knucklehead. And just like that, all is right with the world in the sprayer. Y'all, just like that, this spraying's done. See, my lights are a little yellow instead of being nice pretty white. You can kind of see up there the grayish black smoke from that injector overfueling. But you know what? The old girl did good. I'm pretty daggone proud of her. And you can tell the engine's not missing or anything. It's just overfueling at idle. So I don't think we've heard anything. We got a couple gallons left in there, and we'll spot spray with that after this rain gets through here. I tell you what, this sprayer was, in my opinion, a good investment. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna shut this up, go take a shower so I can go to sleep, so I can get up at 5 and start my life again. Hope y'all have a great night. See ya. Hey y'all, you ever have one of them days? Look at this. It's everywhere. Yeah. Simple brake job, right? Nope. Not a simple brake job. Simple pull the axle, replace and seal. Brake job. Yeah, buddy. Yummy. But we're making progress. Y'all, I kind of like these new things. It's a bag. Kind of like it better than the old bottles. Anyway, one down.